We've got 4 hours and 31 minutes till we run out.
And we're back. Are you barefoot too? I'm also. Welcome back to the Barefoot Podcast.
Barefoot and bullish.
Oh, you can't even see me on my own phone over here.
Who cares?
That shit up here? Do I look more stoic up here?
Sure.
This part gets more views anyways. Well, I tried to put it up there, then it was like dangling my shirt off. Anyway.
All right.
We're back. Welcome back to the Brand Podcast. About the fucking brand. We're about the brand. Love you. Congratulations.
Whoa.
Okay. Yep.
Telepathy.
That's what we do. I hope you guys enjoy this part more than we do.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Let's just get into it. We're doing a lot of pop culture, a lot of sports, a lot of marketing. We can see how much that even the world, no matter if you don't give a shit about business, about branding, about marketing, whatever, how much sports and everyday life and culture is integrated so much in marketing and branding. Think about every athlete we watch now, every team, everything that's on TV when it's the Oscars, the Grammys, college basketball, men's, the Super Bowl, whatever it is, there's so much happening. It's involved. And all we're thinking about is, how much money did Patrick Mahomes make when he threw that pass? How much money did Caitlin Clark make when she hit that shot? There's so much, even people that aren't interested in business are actually thinking about business and marketing branding all the time. So we want to break that down and get into what's happening now, the news, the biggest updates, the best branding shit happening right now. So I think you could kick us off with number one.
Number one, hello, Skims. So I feel like first and foremost, before we go into the actual commercial, the evolution of Skims from being just a women's shapewear brand to then clothes, to then the partnerships with the WNBA, the NBA, the athletes that she has had. She's had Patrick Mahomes launch her Christmas collection. She had Usher, who performed at the Super Bowl, is the face, right? And so many other NFL players. And then we go into, she decided it's time to take it a step further. So she had made her first commercial for TV ever. And it was being aired during the Oscars. It will be aired now forever. It's a 1-minute commercial about Skims. A few things here that I think are a very big play. Number one, I always talk about people want to follow the person, not the brand. She made sure that she is the face of this commercial. She is it. She's the only person in the commercial. It's her brand. She wants to be all in. Number two, I think a lot of people will go two ways. Either like you and I saying, I really get this. This was innovative, futuristic, extremely thoughtful. I think people who may not understand marketing may say, I'm confused at the video, the what is it kind of thing.
Like what is the product or?
Yeah, like, or just more so like.
What is their new thing? Is it the launch or whatever?
How does this futuristic make sense? Why is there a UFO? And I think you don't really understand that unless you understand marketing and where it's going. And she married two things. Number one, television is not very big right now, but taking a commercial, putting an AI futuristic spin on it, I think married two very important things that made this commercial so monumental. What do you think?
Well, I think if you don't understand it, if you say, well, that doesn't highlight Skims or doesn't highlight shapewear, doesn't highlight her bras or whatever it is, I think that's the misunderstanding between marketing and branding. And because people assume that if it's marketing, then it has to end with it has to be a call to action. There has to be a sale, because people call their Instagram posts marketing, but it's really just driving sales. You're driving down the funnel. And so when you do big commercials like Super Bowl, we've talked about this before, when Dunkin' Donuts had Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, every actor that there is, and Jack Harlow all in the same commercial, that had nothing to do with, there's a flash sale of Dunkin' Donuts. Go run to Dunkin' Donuts right now to get your $3 happy hour price for your coffee. Right. That wasn't the point. The point was brand awareness. And so when you take Skims just from a company on Instagram and TikTok or whatever, and then you put it on the big scale of everybody that's watching the Oscars and the Grammys, you're getting probably 50 million eyes or whatever on that. And so it's just brand awareness. And so now next time you walk in Nordstrom, boom, you're going to think of it. And that's what a lot of people are missing since we came into the social media era. We just think that posting is marketing and branding, but there's a big difference. And that's why we're here to talk about the brand that we're doing, what we're breaking down branding, breaking down marketing and the difference and how they do overlap, of course, but that is branding because she's not driving to drive you to buy right now. She's driving it into your subconscious to always think about her, think about Skims, and think about it. When I walk into the store and go to Nordstrom and it's there just because that's the retail store where I know it is, I'm not going to be thinking about this random model. If she had random models that I don't know the name or faces of in the thing, I wouldn't have as much of an attachment. I would not stick as much in that commercial without her in it. And so now you're going to much more remember and it's going to stick out to you and pop out to you when you see it online or in the store. So I think super genius because it's catching attention. It obviously has trending things, technology, AI. I even liked that it was kind of like 80s AI.
I agree.
Kind of sci-fi. That's what they did. It was a sci-fi retro was the theme that it was labeled. So
I loved it.
I really loved it. I thought it was genius. It was something you can't forget. If it was just
literally,
if it was just her with a L'Oreal commercial, like, oh, like you're going to love the way your skin looks, like just some shit like this in a studio with all white behind her. I wouldn't have remembered it, and we wouldn't be talking about it right now. So
I also think too, something important that you said, this goes from big scale to small scale, is that commercial wasn't driving you to buy. It was driving your eyes. It was driving to be memorable. And I think with entrepreneurs, business owners, small business owners, is they only want to post for an ROI. And if they're not seeing what they believe they should see, they stop posting. And that means that you don't understand branding and marketing as an interchangeable scale. And I had this conversation with someone and they're discouraged because the likes aren't there or the views aren't there or no one's buying. And that's the problem, is when you only post for an ROI, you will never get an ROI.
Because there's no awareness. No one cares. No one knows.
Because every post is not to sell. It's either driving brand awareness or driving performance. And so I think the biggest thing that entrepreneurs in any arena, in small business owners and digital creators, is they want to post and see an ROI. What they forget is, number one, the platform owes you nothing. Your audience owes you nothing. And so when you post in your mind with expectation and an agenda, that's why you get nothing. And I said this in my broadcast, we've talked about it all the time. When you stop losing sleep over the success of your business and you start losing sleep over the success and the value of your customers, is when your business will grow. But so many people are like, oh, I'm discouraged. I haven't seen any sales. It's been 3 weeks. That is, if you really think about it, it is such an entitled thought that you should post for 3 weeks and boom, you deserve money. You deserve sales. You deserve awareness. It doesn't happen that way. And I think when you start looking at big brands like this, you understand this wasn't for sales. This was for, I'm going to stick in your brain as something to remember when you think of Skims, and you will. And you'll see her now during every NBA game. I guarantee you will see some way, shape, or form Skims in some way. It's going to be really, really cool.
I think the difference is people want to make money today. They want to make money today and post about how they made money today and brag to their parents. Hey, I did it. You were wrong. I was right. I made the money. I made $10,000 last month. I made $100,000 last month. That's really cool. But we have to try to shift the focus. That's our job with the brand, is trying to shift people's focus from, I want to make some money today, versus in 5 to 10 years, I want to have an amazing brand that stands at the top of my industry. And so that's what's shifted our focus. And for the next 3 to 6 months, I challenge you to watch our stuff as we get better and better at branding. You're going to see, like, wait, what was that video from Cody and Francesca even about? What was that even for? And now, obviously, yes, we should give you an idea of what it's about. There should be context. There should be something around it, of course. But you're going to be like, wait, they didn't ask me to buy something. They're posting videos because people just assume, oh, when I get a message in my inbox, when I scroll through and see a video of some business person talking, they're selling me a course, they're selling me this, they're trying to sell me their service. And so you guys are going to start shitting yourselves as you're watching us, be like, that is so cool. They didn't even ask for my money, and I loved it, and I can't wait to come back and watch them again, whether it's the podcast, whether it's short form, whether it's graphics and design or some cool Adobe video that is grabbing attention, making us a little 1% more unforgettable in your mind as you watch us and listen to us over the next few months. So
for sure.
Yeah, super cool. Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Number 2, we have Alex Cooper, her Call Her Daddy tour, hangout weekend in Austin, Texas. So I know actually you just did a video about this. So go ahead.
Let's dive into
Can you say what this means too? Because I know I'm talking fast and don't understand. Who is Alex Cooper? Briefly in 30 seconds. What is this about?
Okay.
What is this like?
So Alex Cooper is the host, creator of Call Her Daddy Gang, the podcast. She recently launched a network called the Unwell Network, where she is now bringing in creators under her umbrella. Yep. One of the greatest things that Alex Cooper does is she has a choke hold on her community. They will live and die for Alex Cooper. Why? She hosted an event in Austin, Texas at a bar that she branded
3
days for an Unwell network. The bar was branded Unwell everywhere. She said, Daddy Gang, Unwell Gang, everyone, Alex Earl fans, Harry fans, come meet us. Yep. Come hang out with us, right? I want you guys to think of this. What girl would not want to, number one, take a trip to Austin, Texas to be around Alex Cooper, to drink with Alex Cooper, to hang out with Alex Cooper and the Daddy Gang? It's hundreds of thousands of women. Yep. Why? She puts so much thought, emphasis, and creativity into creating a real life community where these people are standing 3 inches from Alex Cooper, ripping tequila shots.
Without having to be rich and famous. Without having to have an in. You don't have to be dating Travis Kelce, like nothing to get in. There's no entry other than probably a ticket into the bar.
Alex Earl was there with Braxton Berrios. Harry was there, right? All of these people understand one thing. Nothing will ever beat feeling like you are part of an exclusive community. Yep. And I believe that what Alex Cooper is doing is going to make her hundreds of millions of dollars. Yep. Because she is not someone who sits behind a screen and says, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. She says, no, I'm coming to Austin, Texas. Meet me here for 3 days. There wasn't only women. There was men. People brought their children. That's how loyal they are.
So the guy lifting up his baby in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're on, what is it called? It's like the drink bus where like you pedal, drink bike.
Yeah. Biking.
Like you pedal and drink.
I've never done it, but yeah.
Pedal, she's ripping a podcast. There's strangers on this bus pedaling with her. And I think she is creating memories that people will never forget and they will be loyal to her till forever.
So number 1 about Alex Cooper and her tours and these events she's throwing. Number 1, like you said, exclusive community. People want to be a part of a exclusive community. That's why we've seen in the past couple of years, there's crypto communities, there's skincare club communities. You get a little pack sent to you every month with little skincare and makeup and things. I feel like you're part of a little club, whether it's an exclusive sports community, men, right? You go to they have their poker club or their cigar lounge. So number 1, like you said, exclusive community. And number 2, immersive experiences.
I also think something you said, when you go to these events, it's not like she's roped off and you stand here and I'm here and you're back there. She is letting people in.
Literally.
We're right here, ripping tequila shots.
Rather dangerous. People know her statue and who she is and just.
And I think she makes people feel equal rather than superior. Yeah. And that's why people love her. I think her authenticity on her podcast, when she talks about I think she said something like, I don't know why people drink coffee if they're not at home, because if I drink coffee anywhere else but at home, I shit myself. Would anyone actually say that? If you can watch this and say that you'd say that online and you haven't yet, I don't believe you. You're a liar. No. The reason that people love her is because she's real and she says the truth and people are like, wait, me too.
Shockingly.
You're rich and famous and you'll say that. And I want to be part of that. And I think same thing with Selena Gomez. All of these creators are starting to understand the online space is not enough for people anymore. They need in-person, real life human connection. Yeah. I think if you can capitalize on that, it takes you 10x's.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So number 2 out of that. So number 1 point for Alex Cooper, obviously emphasizing her exaggeration of an exclusive club, an exclusive community, not just a Discord group, not just a Telegram you get to be in, but literally hanging out with this person who's seen as a B-list, C-list celebrity. I don't know what the categories, how they do that.
I'm going to say she's B. She's almost on the A. I think she's high B, ready to go to A-list here soon.
There you go. B-list celebrity hanging out with you at the bar and inviting you and wanting you to, not just you storming in. So yes, exclusive community. Number 2, immersive experiences.
Yep.
And we mean by that is getting people in person, getting people together. People are tired of being pent up. People want these experiences. That's why every time there's a pop-up, we live here in Miami, every time a brand has a pop-up, people are lining down the street to try to get this physical product, this physical experience.
Connection.
Rather than just ordering on Amazon what they want or watching the podcast on their phone, on their computer, on their TV of what they want.
Agreed.
So immersive experiences, if you own a local mechanic shop, then your name is Larry. You've Larry's Mechanic Shop and you have Gary's Barbecue in town, Gary's Fire Hot Barbecue. So Larry, the mechanic shop owner, should do a collaborative event, a community event on Saturday afternoon from 12 to 2 at your mechanic shop to bring people to your mechanic shop because they just want a discounted or free barbecue sandwich. But now your banners are there saying, oh, but if you sign up today, you buy a freaking barbecue sandwich and you get half off of your oil change.
Also,
so immersive experiences bringing community together because we only think of these immersive experiences as these big celebrities that go to New York, LA, Miami and have these big things. But in your local town of Little Rock, Arkansas, you can actually build your business and grow your brand awareness by doing fun things that should be fun for everybody. Yeah. And they're immersive and make people remember and they will never forget how you made them feel at the event.
And to your point exactly, just a tip for any local bar, let's say bar in Little Rock, Arkansas, right? Every single state has influencers nowadays. Okay. If you need business, you better go on your social media, look up influencers in your city, DM them and say, hey, if you bring X amount of people, I'll do a promo. I'll give you free this and let them bring people to your establishment. But everyone thinks influencers are this, creators are this. I'm telling you, they are going to be the reason that bars stay alive, that brick and mortar places stay alive. Utilize. If you are in, I don't even know, anywhere, Scranton, okay? That's where I'm from. If you're a bar in Scranton and you need business, you better go find the hottest influencers that are within 45 minutes, DM them, give them a promo, say next week, let's do it for your audience. Here's the promo and let them bring people to your establishment. But oh my God, brick and mortar businesses are so old fashioned. They're so stuck. And then they cry that they're not making any money because you think that social media isn't going to work for you. The fact of the matter is social media is going to crush you in the next 2 years.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. We talked to so many local business owners, small business owners. I know I'm fired the fuck up.
Okay.
So we talked to so many business owners, so many people that want to make more money, want to have more customers, want to do more. And then we say, okay, you need to do this, 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 and this. And they say, whoa. I don't want to change anything. I just want to make $1 million more this year without changing a thing. How do you think that you're going to increase your sales, increase your brand awareness without increasing your marketing, without changing anything? For things to change, you have to change.
The work more, do less is the biggest ache of 2024. For real. You're not a business owner. You're not an entrepreneur. You're not a creator. And you're definitely not someone who deserves to sit at a 7, 8, 9-figure table when all you think about is, how do I make more by doing less? Get away from me.
People see technology as I get to do less, technology and AI. See, I get to do less and make more money. But the thing is, no, now we're going to use it to do more and outdo you every single day. So if before it took you 8 hours to do these tasks, but now with technology and AI, we can do that in 2 hours. Now I'm going to still work the 8 hours that you were going to work, but I'm going to get 4 times done in that time.
Correct.
And so that's where people are really messing up with technology, AI, workflows, Zapier, faceless marketing, automated DMs, automated customer service.
You cannot build a sustainable brand without showing your face. Yep, get it on record. Cut me. If you want to build a brand and make 7, 8, 9 figures and you think that that is going to be sustainable, when we just said people crave human connection and you want to build a brand without showing your face, shame on you. Next.
Talk about a face, talk about promotion, talk about social media, talk about bringing people together for good. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
Let's get into it, babe. Take it.
You can hate Jake Paul. You can hate Logan Paul. You can hate the influencers. You can hate the creators, but they drive traffic. And you know who likes driving traffic? Big businesses and big companies and rich people, truly wealthy people, not some girl that just made her first buck on OnlyFans, but I'm talking about real wealthy business owners and people that control the world, the people that we want to be and live like. They love this shit. They love the Jake Pauls and Logan Pauls because all they have to do is get on board with them, become boys with them. Dana White and the Nelk boys. All this makes sense. It all is where it's going. The creators and podcasting, all this stuff is still in the early phases. If you're still not a creator, if you're still not a podcaster, good news for you. It's still the best time to do it. It's still early stages to still get ahead.
Yep.
We just watched Patrick Bet David podcast and they were talking about how viewership of TV is going down and down and down. Cable's going down and people are finding their information through podcasting. People are finding their information more through creators and influencers than the anchors on TV. So Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Jake Paul has brought millions and millions of people into boxing. We didn't even watch boxing actually before Jake Paul. We didn't even watch boxing before the DZN, the Zone, their company.
No, guys, I literally never watched one boxing match, any fighting my entire life. And Cody can attest, I am adamant. When we got the times mixed up for a fight, I was genuinely upset because I don't obviously love the fighting, but I love the environment. I love the energy. I love the promotion. I love what Jake Paul has done for the industry. And guys, it's not like a little, he is bringing in buku bucks. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, the Pauls are billionaires, and you can literally hate them, but Jake Paul and Logan Paul combined, if they're not separate, are billionaires. And that's because of how much value they bring. And you say, well, what do they really, old people say, well, what do they really contribute to society, though? What's really their value in society? Well, their value is bringing millions and billions. Actually, they've generated multi-billions of dollars in their businesses. They bring billions of dollars to the marketplace. They make consumers move. They shift markets.
Yep.
That is bringing value to the world.
Absolutely.
Logan Paul's brand alone called Prime did $1.2 billion last year, over $1 billion in sales. If you don't think that's value to society when you move billions around, when you're a store clerk at Starbucks, you don't bring much value to society. You bring a lot of value to society when you can sell $1 billion worth of your product. So Jake Paul, one of the most genius moves, probably the most genius and smart move of Jake Paul's career by challenging Mike Tyson. Because you guys think, oh, well, Jake Paul's going to get his ass beat and there's no way. Dude, of course Jake cares about the fight. Of course, I genuinely do think he wants to be a champion. He does want to beat people. He does want to be a real boxer and come back and kick Tommy Fury's ass. I hope he does. And I do know that he really does have fulfillment in the challenge of winning in boxing. But you guys are so tied up in thinking that he really truly think it matters to him and in his life. Now it matters to his ego and he wants to win. But you guys are sitting home thinking, well, if he gets knocked out by Mike Tyson, his life is over and there's no way it's going to happen. That's what you think because your ego would only be attached to, did I win the fight, or how do I look to my friends? Do I look like a tough guy? When you guys want to make money, but you're seeing Jake Paul and Logan Paul as clowns, right? There's going to be a bunch of clown emojis in the comments, clowns, idiots, ass wagons, acting like this and showboating or whatever, but they're making billions of dollars. And if you would just take 10% of their clownness and apply it to your business, you could also maybe get 10% of the revenue that they're doing.
Agreed.
So you might not want to be on stage and be fighting Mike Tyson, but I bet you want your kids to get into a better school. I bet you want to be able to take your girl to Greece someday like she's been asking you to, but she's looking at other guys that will be able to do it because they actually know marketing and know sales and know how branding, all that stuff works together. So
Agreed.
I'm super pumped about it. I know that was a crazy rant, but Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, I'm very bullish on this event. It will be one of the most broadcasted, one of the most streamed, one of the most promoted.
I want you guys to also.
And the advertising spots will cost 6-7 figures in minimum.
Yep. I want you guys to also take note. If you don't take anything away from the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, I want you to research the next day how many viewers that fight had and how much it cost to watch it. And I want you to know 98% of that revenue was from Jake Paul. He is an extraordinary promoter, extraordinary creator. He creates culture. He creates buzz, and it's going to be exceptional.
So we'll talk more on that.
Let's plug in.
July. Are we a low battery?
Yeah, plug in. I can't pause it.
No, stop it.